Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are embarking once again on our conquests, and we are going to be doing quite a lot of conquest, in fact. The 8th Combat Fleet does not currently have orders, and they should probably have some of those, so let's go ahead and give them some. Wonderful. We'll also bump to fastest if I don't, hit my mute button for no reason. The 2nd Combat Fleet is of course guarding terminal egress, but the 3rd Combat Fleet, it could definitely come in over here. Wonderful. Okay, what else do we need to give orders to? So far, the 4th Combat Fleet is in need of orders, and we're just going to tell it to actually deal with these first, and then come over here. Like that. Excellent. That should keep the 4th Combat Fleet busy for a while. The 10th is going to need to come in and grab this location, and then come in over here like so. Of course, we are going to be very, very over our starbase cap for a while, and we're going to have to take action on that. For now, we're doing okay economically, but that will not be the case forever. We can also consider upping our volatile motes and exotic gas purchases by 10, not 100, 10, and 10. Excellent. That will hurt our energy credit generation, but that's okay. Wonderful. The 2nd Combat Fleet is, of course, not supposed to be moving. I keep doing that, thinking that it should be. Same with the 9th. The 8th, however, absolutely should, and it should push in over here. Wonderful. Apparently we're being attacked. Oh, okay. Looks like we're already responding to that. Perfect. That is completely fine. The 5th, of course, is going to grab any territory over here it needs to. Rint Beacon is actually the only one that it currently needs, and then it will head down over this way afterwards. Okay. I do want to get through this mud stick. That would usually help. Excellent. And I do want to make sure that we have our armies doing something quasi-useful. Now, currently, our army is not exactly doing anything quasi-useful. So that's a thing. But we are not really in a position for it to be doing anything. Although I suppose we could be occupying Omicron Persei. We may as well jump drive on over there. And start landing. Wonderful. We are going to need to downgrade some of these star bases. Some of these that we can, anyway. We'll downgrade a couple of them as we see them. Is this one over here as well? That can get downgraded.
A belligerent fleet has been engaged.
Excellent. Okay, where are these guys at? That's fine. I don't care about that. That is completely irrelevant. We are, of course, doing a lot of combat here on a lot of different fronts. This is a big war, and a laggy one at that. However, we want to eliminate all lag from the galaxy, and by lag, of course, we mean life. So that is our mission here. Wonderful. The 6th requires orders. Let's see here. System is fully occupied by the Packery polity. I see. I see. That is definitely awkward. We're going to come on down over this way, I guess, with the 6th. That'll be okay. And the 8th, of course, requires orders. We'll come in over this way. Actually, hang on. I changed my mind. We're going to come in to Finn first, and then into Vizhamar. The 7th requires orders, and they will get some. There we go. The 3rd requires orders. This is a partial occupation. That's fine. We'll just come in over like this. And the 1st also requires orders. Come in like this for now, and then we'll come back to Rundor. Excellent. This is going quite well so far. They are up to 16% in terms of their war exhaustion, so that's great. We're going to grab Noom, not enter orbit, land armies. Thank you. And then after that, we'll jump up to Landine and grab that. Should be great. We're still negative on exotic gases. We're very negative on energy credits, and we need to handle that, of course, by removing some of these starports. We need to remove 5 in total. That's 2. Any more over here? Yes. 3. This one is a trade hub. This one's an anchorage. We'll get rid of this anchorage as soon as we can. That'll help us out a lot, but we're not exactly where we need to be in terms of our stations. But that is fine.
A worldly invasion has begun.
Excellent.
An enemy planet has been secured.
And we have not grabbed this system yet. Noted. Omicron Persei fleet will jump up to Landine, and we will, from there, land on Nish. And then we'll probably jump drive back down to here. That'll be good. Excellent. Any more fleets needing orders? No, this is looking completely fine then. Excellent. The 6th now needs orders. And why don't you come on in and attack this region? Now there are these guys moving around over here that I do note.
A study has been completed.
And we'll need to do something about that, to be sure. There's shield hit points coming up, and we'll grab Flash Coolant next. Wonderful. These guys are going to come into here. From there, they should come down this direction. Wonderful. The 7th requires orders. I would not mind taking out that fleet. Wonderful. Of course, the 9th is being held in reserve. We are currently at +4 in terms of our... Actually, now we're at +5 in terms of our stations here. We'll downgrade this starport. Now we're at +4. This one... Nope. We will downgrade. Now we're at +3. These guys can go ahead and jump drive over to here. Once they arrive, I want them to land on Kenavos. Perfect. Okay, who needs orders? The 8th needs orders. That's fine. They can come straight down this way and then into Methrop. That'll keep them busy for a while. We are going to want to take back Ilya, of course. And we're going to want to backtrack and take this area after we have this. In fact, we now have it. So we will go ahead and tell them to come on over here. And then from there, push to Diomia. Wonderful. Okay, the 6th needs orders. And we'll just have them grab Riblor here. And then they'll come back over this way and start pushing over this direction, since there's no connection here right now. We don't need a connection necessarily, but I'm also not too interested in doing too much damage down here just yet. I mean, there's some that we need to deal with, but that's okay.
A study has been completed.
Army damage, sure. We'll go ahead and grab army health next. And then, ooh, these explosive weapons are quite cheap to grab. We'll definitely do that. Excellent. Okay, just waiting on additional orders being needed. These guys are still invading over here, I believe. Yes, they are. That's fine. And of course, in the meantime, we are cleaning up some of these borders. And that is wonderful. The 10th requires orders. And we will tell the 10th to come on over here. Like that. Wonderful. And we need to get our armies in motion, so we will go ahead and jump drive them back up over here, and we will go ahead and land on Kripke. And we'll take that Strategic Coordination Center as long as we're up there. Sometime we should probably go through the mega structures that we've captured, but sounds like work, if I'm honest. At least while we're at war, it sounds like work. The 5th Combat Fleet requires orders. It can just come in here for now. The 9th, of course, is held in reserve. Excellent. Hang on. Oh, this is occupied by the Mandosera Trade Union. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, are we at war with the United Trading Pact? But why are we only at war with half, but they're occupied? That makes a lot more sense. I was very confused for a moment there. The gateway has been constructed here. That's nice. I mean, it's not strictly speaking necessary anymore, but it'll be okay. We might, however, want to queue ourselves up a single construction ship. And we'll come back to that. I just want to grab this living metal over here. In fact, that should be out momentarily. The science chip is apparently not doing anything, and it really should be doing something. Do we have... I thought we had a science planet nearby our capital here. It's a mining station. You know what? I'm just going to disband this science ship. We're doing fine on science. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time working on that. Excellent. The third combat fleet requires orders. We'll push into Binder. There was another one. What was it? The fifth. The fifth combat fleet requires orders. They're going to go into Media and then down this way. Actually, no, they're going to go over here first. And then into Swir, and then Media, and then down this way. While these guys are going to go into Mathrop, and they're probably going to have to park here because this is the location of the shipyard, isn't it? No, that's in Dojak, actually. They appear to not be really building out of it, though. That's a reasonably strong station. It's probably fine. So yeah, no mega structure there. And we will go ahead and jump drive into Dojak now. And then we, of course, want to land here, which will actually give us control over a Science Nexus and their mega shipyard. We'll take that, for sure. This construction ship should be heading over this direction to build mining stations here and here. And then after that, honestly, it should come over here because we're going to want a gateway with this mega shipyard. Excellent. We're actually able to have more starbases than this now. That's great. The fourth combat fleet requires orders. Partly occupied. Awkward. We're going to come down this direction. That'll be fine. The Shroud is accessible. I'm not sure we care, honestly. I guess we might as well take a look. Maybe we get a combat bonus or something. Let's see what we get here. Increased ship speed? That's actually pretty good. And curse bestowed. Okay. Fair enough. We deserve that, to be sure.
A station is under attack.
Where? Over here? We're heading back up that way anyway. I'm not too concerned. The 10th requires orders. And I kind of want to head up this direction temporarily. We're going to have to head up that way and then backtrack to hit this area. But that's okay. I don't mind that. And yeah, we always were going to lose this spaceport, but that's fine. Ah, there we go. Our transport fleet has taken over this region and the mega shipyard with it. Fantastic. And now I think, well, for one thing, we could put down some of these starports as an option. We'll put down a couple of them. And then, is there anything else that we need? This location is partially occupied. I think we'll wait for Mathrop to finish up, though. We'll be heading in there momentarily, so we'll just chill on that for now. The third combat fleet requires orders, and a month tick to finish up. There we go. And we will just head into Tueyama.
A study has been completed.
Perfect. Energy weapon attack speed has finished up. We go for what's cheapest, which right now is shield hit points. Kinetic weapon damage. Glorious. The first requires orders. And we'll just attack over this way. Ideal. So it won't be too much longer, and we will start seeing some of their nations crumble. This is, of course, the stronger of the 3 remaining federations, so that's ideal. Get rid of that. We are, at this point, going to jump drive into Mathrop, and from there, we will land on Chichi-Harat after this month tick. There we go.
A study has been
Excellent.
completed.
These guys, at this point, they can start heading down this way and push over to here. Something like this. We can actually queue this up. This is a very nice and linear path that we can take through here. I like that. And then these guys, of course, they're going to be coming down over this way and filling out this area for us. Kind of like that. Excellent. The 4th needs orders. We should definitely give the 4th some orders, and it can just come up over this way. The 10th, of course, will need additional orders up this direction. And that is completely fine. Army health, sure. We'll grab leader lifespan next. Excellent. Our conquest is going very, very well. We'll take out this fleet as well. No concerns whatsoever. Like, they're just going to get totally wrecked. We may be losing a ship here or there. I'm not currently reinforcing them, and I'm doing that on purpose because I don't want to have to organize the fleets. It's a big pain. We're going to go ahead and attack Seb. This is actually, I believe, their capital, the Tavarite capital. So that'll be great.
An enemy planet has been secured.
Okay. These guys need to, at this point, jump drive over towards Faltis. Now, that's going to be complicated for them to get there. However, there is a gateway here. So what we can do is we can gateway to here, and then from there jump drive. That should be perfect. So we'll keep an eye on that. The 9th, of course, is being held in reserve. And the 2nd is defending the L cluster. The 7th, however, they need some orders. And the 7th have taken some hits. We're definitely going to come up and take Tronda back. There's no doubt about that one. But we might want to pull back the 7th at some point soon and replace them with the 9th and allow the 7th to replenish. That might be something that we want to think about doing. In fact, I'm going to start the 9th moving out to this direction. It'll take them a while to get there, but that's okay. The 10th is ready to move back over this way, and from there, we definitely want to attack into this constellation and see about just pushing this constellation out of there. Wonderful. So the 7th is just going to chill in Tronda until the 9th can replace it. And then the 7th will backtrack to like Galarum and reinforce. And they'll become the reserve at that point. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce this fleet, the 4th combat fleet here. And I'm also going to downgrade a few of these over here. Gilprim, we don't need. This is a citadel. Let's get that out of here. Monboth, it's actually not helpful. We'll get rid of that. And then we will move these guys over to Erdoska. Wonderful. Korach 4 has been found to be completely enveloped in some kind of energy barrier. All attempts by the Furkad 2A mining station to penetrate the barrier with its sensors have failed. The scanning beam is simply deflected back at the ship. So it was looking at a mirror. The barrier's energy readings are fluctuating somewhat, possibly as a result of thousands of years of decay, but breaching it with raw firepower would still be impossible. Science Officer has proposed a special project to investigate ways of removing the barrier. There's no name there. But suppose it was created to keep something in, rather than out. Bring it down. We'll take care of it. We need a science chip over here? Yeah, that's not going to happen for a while. We'll come back to that. Excellent. The 6th requires orders, and we're going to attack Grunthurst. Huh. Don't we have a Grunthirst? Or was that in a previous game? That may have been in a previous game. Regardless, we're going to attack Grunthirst, and the third requires orders. They are going to come over this way. So these guys are now in position, and they can jump drive to Faltis. And that's exactly what they're going to do, and then they're going to land on Dortstein. Perfect. So the 7th is just chilling in Tronda for right now. We're going to go ahead and hit the Reinforce Fleet button. And that will be excellent. And they're just going to wait there for now. In fact, I'm going to pull them slightly back to about here. Wonderful. The first requires orders, and we're going to send them into Hydrobius, and then from there into Howard. Excellent. And this war is pretty much going according to plan. So that is great.
A spaceport has been lost to the other side.
Where? We're over in this region, I guess? Okay. Slightly annoying, but not the end of the world. We just need to clean up some of these loose ends first.
A study has been completed.
Okay. So once we're done in Faltis, I think I'm going to try landing on Illuminated Reef. I think we can get away with that.
A worldly invasion has begun.
Excellent. The third needs orders, and we're definitely... we could go multiple directions here. I think I want to clean up this pocket. We're going to head down over this way. The 6th is currently in need of orders, and we will come over here. Wonderful. We're making great progress. We do have a second army that has been completed. Well, only a single war form has been completed. We're going to wait on additional war forms for that one. The 7th, of course, is chillin'. That's to be expected.
Construction function completed.
Okay, shield hit points have finished up. We'll grab energy weapon attack speed. Wonderful. And these guys will come on in. Once the 7th gets reinforced, which will take it a little bit, then we'll put them back into service. The 4th is, of course, over here, and I'm interested in having them come clean up this pocket, ideally. Yeah, occupied by the Packery. The Packery might clean this up for us, actually. We're going to come down over this way, then. Excellent. And we have taken Faltis. We are going to jump drive over to here and land on Illuminated Reef. The first combat fleet is in need of orders, and we will tell them to clean up this area. Actually, I'm going to jump drive to here. And then from there, we'll come around like this. And then we'll backtrack over to here. And then we'll take Sasta. Perfect. The 3rd are in need of additional orders. And again, I want to clean up this pocket. So we'll work on that. Glorious. Yeah, they're taking some areas over here. That's to be expected, honestly. This fleet is actually maxed out again. I'm going to jump drive them over to Hagawa. Wonderful. The 6th is in need of orders. They'll go to Wymos. The 7th is in need of orders, but they're also in need of reinforcements. So that'll be a thing. I'm specifically not jump driving the 9th, although I'm not sure there's a reason not to. You know what? Let's just go ahead and jump drive it straight on in. Excellent. The 8th has plenty of orders, so that is fantastic to see. At any rate, it is currently time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our war against the Star Concord. You can leave your offerings to the... Betharian power plants. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.